So, we're going to review the book of Chronicles. I've read about 20-something chapters out of this book, so we're going to just review it. So, in case nobody's known about first, this is what I've been reading about. Chapter 1, we see the generations of Adam, okay? And it talks about all the generations of them, and then we see the sons of Israel, okay? In chapter 2 and 3 through 5, we see Judah and Sheleb's posterity, I want to believe it is. In 6, the priest of the Levites, and then we see the beginning of Ephraim's calamity. And then in 7, we see Ephraim's calamity and the beginning of the descendants of Saul and Jonathan. Okay? In 8, we see Saul and Jonathan's descendants. In that, it talks about it in verses 34 and 33 and 34 of chapter 8 of 1 Chronicles. In 9, 1 through 9, we see the chief priest. 10 through 13, the priest. 14 through 16, the Levites. Now, this is all chapter 9. 17 through 26 verses, we see the porters. In 27 through 34, we see the duties of the Levites. And in 35 through 44, we see Saul's family. Okay? And we also see Jerusalem's people. And this is all chapter 9. In chapter 10, we see it talks of Saul's death and how Israel's men fled from the Philistines, slain in Mount Gilboa. 11, David is made king at Hebron. 12, David's mighty men are assaulted or whatever. Anyway, I think that's where they embarrass them and cut their garments off and stuff. I may be wrong about that. And 13 is all the victories of King David that he had. 14 is the Ark of the Covenant is brought from Obedom. And then we see David preps a tent for the Ark of God in 15. And then in 16, David is offering sacrifices and blessed people in the Lord's name. And it's called David's Psalm of Thanksgiving. In 17, God promises to David. We know God always keeps his promises. In 18, David recruits officers. In 19, the Ammonites are defeated. We see David come and honored Nahash's father, the king. But they sent men to kill David, and he sent Joab and his mighty men back to kill them. And then there's so much more. He talks about Israel's army, and Solomon begins his reign. So,